Hey, today is the first video I'm making about the tour around my city. So it's the first video I'm making in English. I'm on my way to the lake. The lake of my beautiful city is called Erhai. It's a very big lake. They built a very long road around this lake. They only allow bikes and also only bikes into the road. It's a very long road with beautiful scenery with some traditional Baizu buildings, and also you can see the flowers, the trees alongside the lake bank. And also, if you want to drive a car into this road, no, it's not allowed. So you have to rent a shared bike, or you have to rent electric scooters in that area in order to cycling or driving around the lake. Let's go. I'm calling out a DD taxi. It's a taxi hauling service, DD, and the driver is going to pick me up in 5 minutes. Now I arrived at this park. It's a park nearby the lake. It took me more than 20 minutes to get here. The total cost is 12.4 Chinese yuan, 12.4, equivalent to about $2, and the total ride is about 5.6 kilometers. So I know by American standard, $2, 5.6 kilometers is very cheap. So I don't know. We arrived here. So let me check. Let me switch the camera. Okay, you see, this is beautiful flowers. Now it's the winter. It's the winter time, but because Dali is actually in a tropical area, so we have some beautiful flowers blooming here in this park. But it's in the winter, right? So can you see over there? There are some. I think they are called willow. Those trees are willow trees, and they are already. The leaves on them are already fallen off. So already fallen off. And we have more trees over there. But we do have some evergreen. This is the evergreen tree. And look, the sky is very blue, and we have little clouds. Just little clouds in the sky. And look, over there we have the huge mountains, and they are Changshan Mountains in Dali. You may see them not as huge as you see them in the real life by your own eyes, but they're actually very huge. And in the winter, on the tip of the mountain, you can see some snows, but now they don't have snows. And this is a park. So over there, the opposite side of these mountains, there is a beautiful lake. I'm going to get close to the lake, and I can see here there are some birds. There are some white birds over there. Let me check it out. Actually, this is a meadow. This is a meadow, but in summer or in the spring, it will appear green. But now it's just it's just dark brown and barren. Can you see there are some dogs? There are wild dogs over there, and I don't know what that is called. Maybe they're called I don't know the name in English, but they are white birds and also dogs. Those dogs they'll come to the shore maybe in the night when there's no one around. Look at the water. The water, if you look at it from a far side, it's blue. It's blue. But when you take a close look, the water is nearly transparent. So it's clean. It's clean. It's not as dirty as it used to be. It's clean. And you see over there we have some buildings at the opposite side of this lake. That is a newly developed area in the city, but they don't have many people over there. The supporting facilities over there, like gyms, restaurants, over that place. The gyms, restaurants, or shopping centers are very scarce over there in that area. So the average housing price is around, I think, 2 or 3 thousand per square meter over that area. But if you yeah if you buy some properties in this area, which is the west part of this lake, the housing price is going down, going up to 7 to 8 thousand per square meter. But not over there, the housing price is only 2,000 to 3,000 Chinese yuan per square meter. Do you know what date is it right now? It's in the winter vacation. So now it's winter vacation, and we have many more tourists here coming. But in the weekdays, we don't have this many tourists. I think they are local people, I guess, not tourists. But yes, anyway, this place is a very famous touristic place in China. And now, if you just walk to the right hand and you get into the entrance, you can see there is a wooden corridor, and the corridor over your head you can see many trees. But now it's winter, so all the leaves have fallen off. But if you come here during fall or autumn, you can see the reddish or yellow foliage over your head. It's a very beautiful thing if you come here in autumn. You can also come here in spring. And spring, you have some newly sprouts. So I don't think winter is a good season, but during the winter it's always sunny, clear. The weather is good. But during autumn it's also good, but you can have some raining days. So winter is the good season, but if you want to see the beautiful scenery, probably come here in the fall. And the local government, they actually hired a lot of environmental caregivers. I would call them environmental caregivers to take care of this beautiful lake. So you can see they are digging out some seaweeds from this lake, and they are implementing some machines. The machines is connected to electricity. So over there, let me zoom in. There is a machine. Can you see that? There is a machine like over there. So it's connected to the electricity, and it helps with the cleaning of the water. But as I said, there are seaweeds in Erhai Lake, and you see in some places around the lake, the water is becoming dirty because it's more static, and the water isn't flowing enough, so the water quality drops at some areas. And you can see there are also some, plastic bags, but they are going to clean that out in a few hours. They're going to clean, and the water here is not as clean as I showed you before, but it's still good. And if you just zoom out, one second. You see, this is the Erhai. And now it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is a little bit scorching, I think, because we are at a high altitude, so the sun is shining, and we have the ultraviolet rays very strong. So if you come here, you better protect yourself by applying sunscreens on your body. Maybe probably hold an umbrella also helps. And this one, this is This is a traditional building, Baizu traditional building, and you see the white walls. The white walls, they are the sign of a Baizu building. And I don't know what is the use of them, but you can see all the building is decorated in a light or maybe a little bit green color. So it's white and green. And this building is used for the hotel. We have many they say ocean view hotels, but we have the lake view hotels nearby. The normal price fluctuates throughout the seasons. In the hot season, maybe one room for a hotel is sold at maybe 700, more than 700 Chinese yuan. But in the not hot season, probably only 200, 300 yuan per night. One thing I didn't notice before is that they are hanging some lifesavers on the tree. You see, there's a red lifesaver on the tree. So maybe they're preparing for some emergencies. If somebody is drowning in the water, there's a lifesaver to save them. I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is very hot. I just little can't bear this hot sunshine, but let's see. We have a sign. We have a sign here, so it says, use your cameras to capture the romance of the mountains and the rivers. Please be careful and please pay attention to the security risks. And it says please carry your shooting equipment while avoiding the high traffic and avoid collision from other people. And it also says here, be careful of the snakes and mosquitoes. Be careful from biting. But if you look carefully at the ground, you can see there is a ant. What's the ant residence? The ant residence here. So there are some. I don't know what's the scientific term, but we say ant, a swarm of ants on the ground sometimes. A swarm of ants. I have to clearly mention that if you come here in this walking corridor nearby the lake, you have to prepare your emergencies. So one thing I have to imagine is your biological emergency. If you are going to the bathroom, no, we don't have many public bathrooms alongside the corridor. So please, if you are under that situation, you have to look for some public washrooms, and probably you need to drink less water. And see, there are 2 buildings. There are also traditional Baizu buildings, and there are some convenient stores, some grocery stores selling beverages, water, bottled water, and some popsicles, also some toys. And we have here a painting. It's a painting store, I guess. So they also offer painting classes, and you see the 98 Chinese yuan for one trial lesson, and they offer coffee. And there are some people painting. And because of the climate, so actually this place is very suitable for growing out some herbs in the streets. And we have this one is called lavender. It's lavender, and many people from other places will be shocked because they don't know we have mango trees or lavender herbs in the streets. Also, we have another one is I don't know what's that, but we also grow daisies in some public streets. This is the shared electric scooters. So if you want to ride electric scooter, you can open your Alipay or WeChat and then scan the QR code. You see there's a QR code, and you just need to scan the QR code and pay through your WeChat Pay or Alipay. I think the normal price for 1 hour is about I think around 10 Chinese yuan per hour for electric scooters, and for the shared bike, it's maybe 3 or 4 Chinese yuan per hour. This is the daisy I was talking about. This is the daisy. You know, they are blooming in winter. This is you see, this is a coffee shop, I guess, and there are some lavenders also. This is a traditional Baizu building, and on the wall it says 4 characters. So if I translate it into English, it says shining moon. Shining moon crystallizes the hue of the sunshine. This is a hotel, I guess, a hotel and also a coffee shop. It's very rare to say there are English signs along it. So you see, ancient country yard, sea view room, and daily life, long short rent, coffee, yeah, fresh fruit juice. And please don't be mistaken. Although we have many tourists coming in our city, but no, we don't speak English. So if you come here as a foreigner, please prepare your translators and maybe learn some basic sentences in Chinese. And the view is wonderful. The view is wonderful, but the language barrier is there, is indestructible. So one thing that always puzzles me is that why do they hang lifesavers on the trees everywhere? You see, there's another lifesaver, but actually the government has banned swimming in the sea, so we are not allowed to swim in the sea. But they always hang lifesavers on the tree. Also, if you want to swim in Erhai, there are some certain spots in the city you can swim, but as far as I know, there are only one place that you can swim. And one thing to mention is that we do have shuffle buses. That one is a shuffle bus. You can pay 10 to 15 or even more Chinese yuan to get around in this park. It depends on the destination or on the kilometers. So if you want to ride this shuttle bus from Xiaguang, the starting point, to the Dali Asian Tower, I guess the price is around 20 Chinese yuan. I can't stand the heat from the sun anymore. It's burning on my face. So I guess I have to return back now. But this is a corridor built around the lake. So everywhere you go along the corridor, the scenery is about the same. You have the lake on one side, you have some traditional Baizu buildings on the other side, and it's about the same. So I'm going back now. I just checked out my phone, and the time is 3:13 in the afternoon. 3:13. But you know there's a time difference between my place and Beijing. So Beijing time, the Chinese only standard time is 3:14, right? But the local time is 1.5 hours behind the Beijing time. So now it's more close to the noon. It's more close to the noon, and the sun is very hot. And yeah, I'm going back. You may be curious is like the meadow, the beach and also the trees, are they natural? Well, they are semi-constructed. So you see the trees. Most of the trees they are natural, but the mildew and also the sand, they were transported to this area. Um, they were constructed, so it's not natural. About what is the you say there is a metal pipe, right? There is a metal pipe, and what is used for? It's used for cleaning the water. So at some certain times during the day, they will turn on the pipes, and the pipe will squirt out some water streams into the sea. I think it will activate the flow of the sea, like activate the water, so the water become less static. It helps to reduce the algae in the sea. But now it's not turned on. I just found out something interesting. You see, there's a shared power bank. It's a power bank station. You see, this from Meituan. If you are running out of your battery on your phone, you can scan the QR code to rent a power bank. And the average price for one power bank per hour is around 10 Chinese yuan per hour to charge your battery. So that's why I always say that Chinese life is so convenient. You can get everything. You can get takeouts 24/7. You can get a power bank if you are running out of battery. You can ride the shared bikes in the streets. So everything is so convenient now, in China at least. To be honest, if you come here alone, you don't come here with your friends or family, walking on this corridor is kind of boring. It's very boring. So I can imagine why the people who are running or jogging every day, they have this such a strong perseverance to stick to their hobbies. So now the experience is kind of boring because I've seen this many times. But you can also wear headphones or earphones to listen to music or talking with your friends if you come with your friends. It's very boring to walk on this corridor than walking in the city, I guess. Do you see this sign is a speed limit sign, and it limits the speed to 15 kilometers per hour. So it says in this corridor area, please drive under 15 kilometers per hour. Please slow down, but I doubt if anyone will follow. And it has another blue sign here, and it says we don't sell any food for the birds, and you cannot feed the birds. And also don't throw any garbage. And you can see we also have seasonal birds coming here to Dali, but I don't think I see them this year. There's another sign made out of stone, so it says ecological corridor management instructions. And in order to protect the ecological environment of the Erhai Lake, maintain a good order of the public area and realize the harmonious coexistence of man and the nature, you have to read this instruction and follow it carefully before you enter the ecological corridor. But no one will pay attention to this, I guess. So you have to comply with the relevant provisions in the Erhai Lake protection and management What? So one thing I think the management of this park has well done is the set up the trash bins everywhere. So once every 50 meters you see a trash bin. In this way you don't need to carry your trash. You can easily throw them out in the trash bin. It's a very good thing. This is green notice board. You see there's a Chinese notice saying this is a drinking water protection area tier 2. So it's a tier 2 drinking water protection area, and it says you have to protect the water quality and don't dump any garbage or pump out any filthy water into the river and the lake, and it is forbidden to swim, to fish, and to poison the fish or electrocute the fish. So if you are found out that there are some punishment against you, you will be reported to the police. So it is advocating that we should protect the water because it's a drinking water area. There are also signs on the road, so you can see every 500 meters you'll see there's a sign saying how far you have gone through this road, and now it's 5 meters away from the entrance. And you see I'm going back, so you see the landscape. They plant some flowers, some herbs in this park. This is adorable, but it becomes more beautiful in the summer or in the spring. It's a shame that we don't have as many as English notice boards, but we have this one. It's introducing species. A species is a bird, and the name of a species is from Latin name, so I don't know how to read. So Luini striata, I don't know. And we have another notice board introducing another bird. I think it looks kind of like a duck. It's Podosips cristatus. So, and this is a shooting sign. I think you can take a picture here, and it says, "We have gifts prepared for you in Dali. Hello 2026 and Happy Spring Festival, safe and happy," like this. Get rich. Okay, so they actually published the official price. So one single bicycle in the hot season is 4 yuan per half an hour. And in the hot season is hot season is 4, and not hot season 3 yuan per hour per half hour. And the electric scooters is 6 half an hour in not hot seasons, and hot seasons 8 yuan per half an hour. And they also have some other types of electric scooters. It's more expensive. You have this one. So the most expensive one is 60 yuan per half an hour. And this is a map around the lake. Right at the entrance of this park, you see there's a sign. There's a notice board, 大理曼苍山 UNESCO Global Geopark. So it's actually UNESCO certified geopark. And you have this introduction. And 大理曼苍山 UNESCO Geopark is in Dali Prefecture, Yunnan Province. And you have this. And if you go at the bottom, the last paragraph, you see. So this one, Dali lasted for more than 500 years here, and there are 25 nationalities besides Bai people. So we have 24 more minority groups or ethnicity groups besides Bai people. And Bai people is the dominating people in this area. And see, the Dali Erhai is located in the center or in Dali city, and it's the second largest lake in Yunnan province and the seventh largest freshwater lake in China. And so yeah, and they have this the wetland area. The wetland area is 24,988 hectares. It's the area covers more than 24,000 hectares, the wetland. So the Dali Erhai Lake is being listed as the third group of most important wetland protection reservation area in Yunnan province. And at the entrance, they set up a barrier, so it's a road barrier. It can prevent coming cars and electric scooters from entering. So this is a barrier, and you have to only carry your bike. Only bikes can be allowed in. Hey, so I'm on my way back home. I'm going to catch a bus. The bus is only 2 Chinese yuan per person, much cheaper than riding a taxi. And it will take me about 30 minutes to go back home. I'll see you in the next video.